worst part about stopping drinking is? Drinking causes shakes. Stop drinking and the shakes are way worse.
That's always temporary. Are we live? I believe so. Let me just mute. I think we are. All right. So like we are. Great. Yep. All right, well, thanks everybody for coming out to the July 17th zoning board of appeals meeting. Hi, Carol. Start the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. So we'll call real quick. Chair Haugen here. Vice Chair Charlie Fisher here. Member Harley Davis. Yes. Member Ken Stevens.
Here.
And member Sam Swarovski here. Excellent. Everyone's here. Nice hot summer night. The only thing on the agenda for tonight is going to be the approval of minutes from March, April, May, and June. We had fallen behind on the minutes due to employee changing. So everybody wants to take a couple minutes. I know we're on the record here, but taking up the time, let's review these, see if you can find anything that needs improvement, change. And if so, we're gonna go through each one real quick. Does the board want to approve them one at a time or in a batch? And approve as amended if necessary?
I'd have to abstain on the meeting that I wasn't present for.
I appreciate that.
So
So we'll do each one individually. Okay. See, March is really big. The only thing I want to have double checked on March is the adjournment times. It wasn't properly filled in without reviewing YouTube video or the record recording. I don't know the times that we had the motion to adjourn and who seconded. So once we get that information, did anybody else find anything wrong with the March minutes? Any? Good.
so how about I'll move to approve the minutes subject to chair checking for the time and the specifics of the motion to
Okay.
adjourn.
All right. All right, do we have any discussion on it? Like that? Okay, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Abstain? Yes. Yes. Okay, let's move on to April. After everybody reviewed April's, does anybody have any issues with it? Find any corrections that are necessary? Right. Gonna get a motion then to approve.
Accept April's minutes as presented.
Give a second. Second. All right, do you have any discussion on it? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstain? I think it passed. That's really good. I think we're halfway done. All right, Maze is a real complicated one. All right, everybody have opportunity to review Mays.
Yeah.
Some people weren't here.
I believe I was days.
Yeah. That's correct. Yep, you and Harley Davis were not here, but we still had quorum. Anybody find any corrections that are necessary from the Mays?
Looks good to me.
Too.
I'll make a motion, we accept May's minutes.
A second.
Okay. Any discussion on May's minutes? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Abstention?
And you voted aye, right? You voted yes. Okay.
Yeah.
You said it after you said objection.
Well, I was a little slow coming
Yeah,
out.
no, that's what I figured.
Because he came out
You
so
said
fast
aye.
that I was
I know.
afraid wasn't working.
Wanted to make sure.
All right. One more to go. About June's, anybody reviewed, find anything wrong with June's minutes?
That one was longer, but looks good.
That's
Yeah.
the one where, for Wells,
It was for the
Shed.
shed
Yeah.
that they ended up withdrawing.
they ended up withdrawing. Did we
Yeah.
get a written notice on that? I don't remember.
I don't know if we got written notice. They were refunded the application fee because no public hearing had occurred or anything like that. So, we'll have to check to see if they actually wrote something or withdrew it officially.
Yeah, it has to be official.
They were pretty good in there. I've watched all the movies.
Yeah. All right, well, June, do I have a motion to accept?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve those minutes.
I'll second that.
All right, any discussion on June's minutes?
Just thank you to the compilation of those detailed minutes.
They're excellent. They're excellent. All right, any discussion? No, how about, all in favor?
Aye.
Actually, I wanted to say something. I apologize for not making it the last couple of months. And now that I have different issues going on, they're better, so I should be
Appreciate
back
that.
on track. And I actually,
Excellent.
I talked to
It's important.
a friend of mine who works for Woodstock, and she pointed me in the direction of a couple classes because I am lacking on a couple credits. So
At this point, I think some of us are.
it's bound, it is what it is, but I know I've been absent for the last like 3-4 meetings, and I apologize for that. It's just it's been a very interesting, well,
The way
roller coaster.
it looks like you've only missed two, so don't discount your
I think it's
Two
3.
in a row.
two in a row.
No,
So
well, regardless,
That's
it's,
all.
appreciate
I'm glad
it.
you're back.
Yeah.
well, I feel bad because, it's a committee and I want to make sure that here to do
Appreciate
my
it.
part.
Yeah, thank you. All
Thank you.
right, let's get back to the motion real quick. All in favor of passing the minutes for June?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? All right, motion passes as written. All right. Yeah, so actually, that's a good segue into the topic of let's make sure we're keeping our training up. I know I'm guilty of it too. The summer weather, you kind of get busy doing things and it's nice having cookouts and weekends off and stuff. And then next thing you know, November's rolling around and you're scrambling to get the hours you need.
There are still a couple links in the Google Drives that you can go, you watch the videos and go through the stuff.
It's in the Google Drive?
Yes,
Okay.
uh,
I'll find the email and circulate it.
you know what? It's not. It was, Kira sent it out. It's in one of her.
I'll recirculate it.
Yeah.
Because I did 3 of those the last time I did too. Yeah.
They're-
And actually, one of them was very interesting.
Exactly. Some of them are really interesting to watch.
Woman on the Woodstock Planning Board who did one on
Yes.
mapping, which was really kind of.
I watched that one too.
Right, wasn't it? She was a
I
win.
was homesick one day and I was like, this is a great day for her.
I think that was Melissa.
I think so.
I, her and I are really good friends. She's like, oh, when I brought up that we could go up there and do a couple of classes.
Yeah.
That it's still open, but she has to wait, what is it? She said, 2 or 3 months for the current supervisor to, vacate. And then she'll be able to go back into, she'll let us know when she's holding stuff and it's free.
Well, I appreciate that contact, because if you can get her to let us know, I'm sure there's some members here that would love the opportunity to
Yeah.
take care of that.
She's very intelligent. When she researches stuff, so.
That's good. Very good. So we still have an alternate position open. Anybody knows anyone would be remotely interested in just parking in a corner for a while unless we need them. Other than that, I appreciate everybody's hard work and looking into stuff. We talked about the Wells application was, I don't know if it was formally withdrawn, but it was withdrawn. They were issued their refund because nothing had taken place other than the presentation of the application and scheduling of the public hearing, but the public hearing never took place. So,
I had one item of interest that came up since our last
Please.
meeting. Some of you may know that there was a town planning board meeting over the proposed camp at Veritas. I think it used to be Veritas.
yeah,
Camp,
Veritas
right?
Villa, yeah.
And in the course of that, what I read in the paper, which I take with a grain of salt, but it was reported in, I think the Bluestone, that the attorney for the town planning board advised the audience that, the planning board did not have the right to say what type of activity could occur in a particular area. In other words, the fact that people wanted a camp was not something that the planning board had jurisdiction over. And he was referencing a case that I think we were made aware of a year or two ago, where one of the New York State courts clarified that as long as an activity is within the allowed activities in a particular zone, the planning board does not have the authority to say, we don't want another Dollar General here, or we don't want another parking lot. That is not something that the planning board has jurisdiction to do. But I think, as reported in the paper, I think the attorney said, if you have a problem, go to the ZBA. But I don't think that's correct. I do not think that we would have the authority to say, you can't have a second Dollar, whatever the issue is. So, I thought maybe I would write it up.
Yeah, we
to
can't
get a
take away,
clarification.
we can't take away privileges, nor can the plan.
No, we can only weigh based on our 5 criteria.
Yeah.
Basically something like that. Unless it goes through seeker, and then through seeker, we can utilize those, like the environmental impact.
Mhm.
Probably
information.
slightly misquoted in the. paper.
Yeah, I don't think that's 100% accurate, because under special use, it would require the demonstration of the need for that and the inability to find some other place. So if we had a gas station, a gas station, a gas station, and a gas station, and somebody said, well, I want to put a gas station in, the redundancy, I don't think would be allowed because it's already fulfilled. I don't know. It'd be worth reviewing.
Well,
I don't
Now,
know.
you can't put any gas stations in this town, they would change that for.
right. Maybe, I mean, the town board might be able to make a change.
Right, I mean, that would,
In the zoning law itself.
through the comprehensive plan, yeah.
Anyway, I thought
Interesting.
it was of interest, but I take Sam's point that.
They've
it
never
was-
spelled my name right once, and it's correct on the website on the town, so.
Try having the last name Haugen.
Yeah, I'm sure you're, but that's my filter.
That's- Okay,
They spell mine wrong too.
Fisher, they don't, they
SCA,
don't
right?
include the C.
Yeah,
Nobody believes my name is a name, they all think it's a nickname. What do you
Well, that's
think?
why I figure the fact checking department's got
that's
their
why you
hands
got
full.
That was perfect.
You know,
All
I
right.
can't find
There
a
you go.
pen
You heard it.
where it had it just.
Is there any update on the position of a clerk for this body?
Yes, the update is, Robin is gonna continue on. They are redeveloping the hours and the responsibilities of that position. And I think at some point the board might approve some type of hybrid that goes along with that and fill that position either with Robin or somebody else. So I think you're gonna see things smooth out a little bit over the next couple of months.
So she's still on,
Yes, Robin is still currently in that position.
Okay,
I
good.
don't know the details. That's up to the town board to decide all of that. That's,
according to the website, part-time, 3 day, Monday through Wednesday.
yeah. It does make it a little difficult for the public to come in and handle things through the zoning board, sometimes the planning board. But I think it's working its way out. And it was a temporary fix to a big problem. But having said that, that does bring up one other thing before I forget. I sent out an email to everybody the other day with regards to correspondence. Just so that we can cut back on the redundancy happening in her office. Any correspondence, I'm not trying to take on more responsibility, but I'm trying to streamline it so that if I get a bunch of information, everybody's asking the same question, then it's easy for me to ask the question once and have her be asked 3 times. So any correspondence that has to go through to her, send it to me first and I'll forward it, or maybe I can answer the question. Or find somebody else that can, like Sam's a wealth of knowledge when it comes to this stuff. So. Yeah, other than that, anybody else got anything? Doing exciting?
Got a motion to adjourn.
Nice, that's a motion to adjourn. Can I get a second?
It is kind of nicer in here than it is outside though.
Yeah.
This is the longest I've had our shirt on all day.
Okay, I'll second the motion.
All right.
All right, motion to adjourn, any discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed, want to stay a little longer and chat?
Sounds like Barley.
All right, extension. All right, motion carries.
6:51 if you're
All right, I'm gonna
looking
end the
for
meeting.
it.
They were the last